When life leads you astray, you're not alone. The sun brings a new day, so never lose hope. You're more than your past, just take a breath and reach new heights. We all feel lost sometimes in life, but you are somewhere to go. We'll be by your side. 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 Yeah, we'll be by your side. We'll be by your side. Just dream of better days, and you'll get through. You have the strength inside to live your truth. You may get knocked down, but stand back up and learn how to fly. Yeah, we'll breathe in the sun and feel the glow, like we're touching the sky. We'll be by your side. Your love is on our side. We'll be by your side. By your side, by your side. By your side, by your side. By your side, by your side. We'll be by your side. We'll be by your side. We'll be by your side. Learn to fly Learn to fly again. Feel the love right now, the love right now. Get back up again.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic day. Shout out first and foremost to Razor for the $10 super chat. Thank you so incredibly much. That is incredibly, incredibly kind of you. Hello, friends. How's it going? But yeah, I basically just wanted to do a just chatting stream. I would have done Egglock. That was my plan to do Egglock. But some stuff that is kind of under wraps that I can't talk about. We had a little bit of issues. So, basically I decided I was gonna do let me turn this down a little bit. It's kind of loud. I was gonna do a just chatting stream with you guys just until, TJ starts going live, because I know he's planning on going live at like 5:15. And I know even if I were to have taken the time to make a like thumbnail and stuff to do an Egglock, people are gonna want to watch the game that we made for TJ. So I basically just turned it up being like, it was a better compromise for me to just do this and still go live than like give you guys a super short Egglock episode, because it would have been like literally 45 minutes. The Fluffy Guardians Digimon and Yoo-Hoo fan, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a great day. But yeah, Jordan, I did appreciate your drawing of Nala. I did. So yeah, we're just kind of chilling. We're kind of vibing. I did get a promotion at work, which is extremely exciting. So I had to take an exam for it last night. And basically, as long as I pass the exam, I'll like for sure have it when I go into work. Did you see you got rated by Patters for reactions? I did. I didn't get a chance to like watch what he said about me. But I did see where I was on the ranking, and you know what? We take those. We're not last, so that's what matters. So I'm gonna check that out later tonight. But so yeah, it's basically, for those of you who have been around the channel for a bit, you kind of know what I do, like what my job is, because it's been pretty consistent. I do retail, for those of you who don't know, and I basically got promoted to, it's a step between like assistant manager and key holder. Like, it's a manager without being an assistant manager. So it's kind of this weird in-between limbo kind of thing. But, so it's the same position I had before I moved. So when I moved to Georgia, the position that I had back at home wasn't open. So they gave me the position that was directly below it. And they basically said, like, yeah, if you do your same stuff and you prove yourself, like, you know, like you show us that you are what you say you are, then basically your position will be yours. And so we finally reached the point where they're like, yeah, so the person who has your job is going back to school, and so literally as long as you pass the manager test, like, you'll be fine. Yeah, it's kind of like a lead shift, but I also do all of the like paperwork, document stuff for like closing. So I do management duties, and I'm basically like kind of considered a manager, but without being an assistant man. It's weird limbo thing. Like, I still do paperwork like an assistant manager does. I still have like a key holder kind of position. I do stuff that managers do, but yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of its own little hybrid for what the store needs. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So it's the same position I had before, so I technically won't know if I pass it until I get into work tomorrow. But it's very similar to the test I had to take to get the job. And for those of you who remember me talking about the test I had to take to get my job back, it was very similar. Very, very, very similar. I think it was almost the exact same questions. So we call that a manager in training at McDonald's. Interesting. Yeah, I've never worked there, so I don't know how well it would really compare, like, you know, responsibility-wise and stuff. But that's still what's going on. LaBag Swag. I remember when you were at like 400 subs and now you're successful at everything in life. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. So there's background, so you got a promotion. And did I hit 5K? Because on my side it does. I checked this morning and it said I didn't. Oh, we did. Oh my gosh. So we hit 5K, guys. We hit 5K. That's crazy. I literally checked it this morning and it said we didn't. That's wild. That's so crazy to me, you guys, because like when we were doing New Year's resolutions, when we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, like New Year's Eve with Luke and Dylan and John and Delia and everything else, John was like, so what's everyone's like New Year's resolutions for the channel? Like, what do you want? And obviously I said like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to like do these kinds of projects, like, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I basically was like, you know, I would love to hit 3K. I think 3K is doable because at that point I just hit 1K and I was like, that's 2K in a year. So I feel like if I was able to hit 1K in that amount of time, I feel like 3K is absolutely doable. Hyperpunks! 5K subs and a promotion. Lindsay's out here killing it. Congrats. Thank you so much. I appreciate the 10. Sounds like goddamn poggers to me. Can we get some pog in the chat, guys? Can we get some poggers? Hi, Drips. How's it going? And how's our friend Linz? Today's been pretty good. I know a lot of you have been concerned on like how I've been feeling. So I'm still not exactly sure what's going on. I feel like I had a fever last night, but honestly, I feel like I sweated out because anyone who knows me knows I'm a naturally like very cold person. Like my hands are always cold, my feet, I'm basically just an iceberg all the time, which is why even though it's literally 100 degrees outside, I'm wearing a hoodie. So, last night I woke up literally just sweating and I had a really vivid dream. It wasn't a bad dream, which was the nice thing. So, you know, at least if I'm gonna have a vivid dream, it's not a nightmare. And I woke up and I was just like, oh, I am sweating. And so I was like, you know, I think I have a fever. But I woke up today feeling better than I did yesterday. So I don't know what's going on, but I have something in my system. But I haven't coughed. And aside from like a scratchy throat, I really don't have anything symptom-wise. So I'm thinking it's just some weird like throat thing. So I'm outside wearing my Lynn sweatshirt. Is it the Meep one? BRB mailing you a piece of cookie cake here in celebration. Yo, can we get... Cookie cake is so good. But hi, Ryan. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, so exciting stuff. So looking at schedule-wise, I finally like made a schedule for myself. So tomorrow I work from 3 to 8 p.m. I was supposed to open, but they just kind of changed my schedule and didn't tell me nor ask me if it was okay. And I messaged my manager and was like, hey, so I was scheduled to open and now it says I'm closing. So is that like a glitch or what is my real shift? Because no one told me shifts were being changed and I was never asked if it would work. And they're like, oh, sorry, it was just a glitch on our side. It says you're closing. So I was gonna stream Egglock tomorrow night, but turns out we're gonna have to stream it earlier. So we have the option of kind of doing like almost like a coffee convos, kind of like this again tomorrow morning and doing just an earlier stream of that, or I can do Egglock and start it at like noon, maybe. Because if I work at 3, yeah, I'd have to start it at like 11:30. Why not both? Because I have to leave for work and it's an hour drive for work. So if I had the time to do both, I would. Because otherwise, I get off at 8 and it's an hour drive home, which means that like I'm not gonna get home until 9. So regardless, as long as I'm feeling fine and like, you know, my throat isn't killing me, I'm probably gonna still go live with the Hardcore Nuzlocke on Twitch. That's my goal, so I'm still getting a night stream in. So I might do like a coffee convos kind of thing in the morning, Hardcore Nuzlocke at night. Oh, Mason with the 2, thank you so much. It's an hour drive, yeah. Unfortunately, I have to drive an hour to get to work there and back. So typically I spend total of 2 hours driving to work every single day, which sucks. But it's literally the only job I could get because technically there's like my work that's closer, but that store never called me back and wanted nothing to do with me, essentially, even though I had like all the credentials I needed. And I tried to get a job at that place for 6 months and they would never even call me back. So I ended up calling a location that was a little bit farther out and they were like, oh my God, I can't believe that store would never call you back. We're looking at your numbers and like all of your accomplishments and that's like the craziest thing because, you know, you were a manager and you have some of the highest numbers I've seen of just like someone selling ever. So they gave me a job within a week. So unfortunately I have to drive a ways out, but I mean, at least it's going well and it's a good place to work. And on top of the fact that if I get this promotion, I'm getting a $4 pay raise. So it makes it much more worth. Also, your eyes are looking almost white. What the actual hell? It might be the ring light. It could be the ring light. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. What a bunch of a-holes? Yeah. So the raise makes it much more worth the drive. Yeah. Much more worth the drive. So that'll be nice to finally make it worth it because otherwise I tried applying it. I think I tried applying at 6 different retail stores that weren't the place that I used to work and none of them called me back either. So I don't get how I have like insanely good numbers and experience and no one even calls me back, but but here we are. So this is the job I have, and we make it work. Thank you guys so much for the congratulations to everyone who's just coming in. There's a Discord server I am in that is doing a Splatoon 2 tournament with a big prize. Should I enter it? Why not? You literally have nothing to lose. Like, the best thing that comes out of it, you get a prize. The worst thing that comes out of it, you still got to be a part of something really cool. My ride to work is 3 hours, an hour and a half both ways. Goodness gracious. That's crazy. Pretty good so far. You had donuts? Donuts are so good, guys. Food update? That's a great question. Let me find out. The Dasher is at the restaurant and they're waiting for our food. So as soon as the food is done, they'll be here in 3 minutes. So, Travis! I wish I knew what that was like, minimum wage life. Yeah, I was making technically close to minimum here, but we love retail. You know, I dealt with so many special breeds of people who came in yesterday. One of them who, I don't know if you guys saw my tweet, one of them said that the corn cob pandemic that we're all a part of right now, that I can't actually say or the stream will get taken down by YouTube forever and I have to go through huge hoops to get it back, said that the corn cob pandemic was created by Obama in his basement, in his secret lab that he has in China. And they were serious. And I really just, you know, there reaches a point where you literally don't have anything to say to that. I just kind of looked at them like, are they now allowed? I don't know. I saw what happened to Tobin during one of his streams though, and it's just not worth it. He had to jump through so many hoops to even get it back. So that was a thing. And I was just like, huh? There's just so many people that were just insanely just like my manager that I was working with, she had her arms full of stuff because we were like putting new inventory out on the floor. And one chick comes up and she's like, can you help us? And she's like, yeah, just give me 1 second to set all this stuff down. Is that okay? And she goes, no. And my manager looked at her and she's like, I can't have a second to set it down for me to help you. And she was like, well, if I would have given you a second, I wouldn't have asked for help right now, would I? And she looked at me like, huh? and after all that, she didn't even want the shirt that my manager got down for her. And like they try on in the fitting room, a whole bunch of stuff happens. And she comes and checks out and I'm like, hey, was anyone helping you out on the floor today? And she was like, no one helped us at all. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so I was like, okay, so I'm still putting this person's name down because I saw her help you. And so I'm checking her out and I tell her her total, right? Oh, Mason with the 1, stay amazing. I love you, my queen, and congrats. Thank you. I appreciate it. And so I tell her her total of like what she owes me for the stuff she's trying to buy. And she gives me cash, first of all. And I don't know who's paying in cash during this time, but like, that's just like asking to just, you know. Anyways, she hands me cash, but it's $20 short. And I was like, ma'am, your total was this, and you gave me this. And she looks me dead in the eye and says, oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to shortchange you and was hoping that you wouldn't notice. And I was like, ma'am, are you good? Like, are you genuinely okay? I'm like, I have so many concerns. Genuinely. Respect the hustle. I can't. I really can't. Hold on. Okay, they're still waiting at the restaurant. I saw it. You got a what now? I mean, she was honest. One time someone gave me all $2 bills and I was like, you know, they stopped making these decades ago, correct, sir? Yeah. Homegirl was trying to bargain. And then there was another chick where it was like two 13-year-old girls. And we have a whole bunch of like custom really cute face masks that we sell. And she comes up and is like, hey, I want to buy one of these face masks. And I was like, yeah, we just got a ton of them in, like, you know, pick out your fun colors and everything. And whoever was in charge, it wasn't her mom, but I'm assuming it was like an aunt or like an older cousin, something like that, comes up behind her and goes, now where would you wear that? And I looked her dead in the eye and I was like, everywhere? Literally everywhere you would wear that? And the 13-year-old girl was like, yeah, we literally just got kicked out of Claire's because they wanted us to wear face masks and we didn't have any. And I was like, well, yeah, if you buy this, you can go into Claire's and they're not going to kick you out. And she was like, well, yeah, because they literally barked at us and yelled at us. And I was like, yeah, wear this and it solves the problem. You're good. And the aunt's like, I'm assuming aunt, so that's what I'm going to say. She was like, well, how are you going to know if it fits? And I said, ma'am, it's one size fits all. And she was like, can I please have it? And the aunt was like, there's literally no reason for you to have this. And I literally looked her dead in the eye and I was like, ma'am, I can tell you right now, if my brother were to have gotten the corncob virus, like, he would not live. He would die. His asthma is so severe that I can promise you my brother would probably not live if he got the virus. And she was like, oh my God, that's scary. And I was like, ya think? And I'm like, just because you don't have it doesn't mean that you can't protect people from people. Like, there are people who would die. And they walked out without buying it because the aunt told her no. Like, I don't, my brain, it can't, like, guys, I can't, I just, after yesterday, all of us managers literally just sat there in a corner and we're like, you can't make up the things that were said in this shift anymore. You literally cannot. You have 2 breathing conditions. If I get this thing, I'm straight boned. But yay for working for this. Literally. Like, TJ works at corporate banking. He's not back at work. Taylor literally works at a hospital, is not back at work. But me, the one person that works at a humble boutique to do clothing, a non-essential thing. I'm back at work and working almost 20, 25 hours a week. Like, I can't. The universe just stops making sense at some point, guys. Like, I don't know. My brain is starting to mush just listening to these. I can't imagine how your brain feels. Oh, and it's every shift. Literally every single shift, because we have our fitting rooms open. And the only reason we're able to have them open is because we have like a magic steamer that steams every article of clothing in between people trying it on. So if they try something on, they don't want it, we put it back in the steamer and it sits there for 10 minutes and the heat and all the pressure of everything like kills the bacteria that's on it and sanitizes everything. So we're able to do that. And in between people trying on, I literally have to go in with 2 different disinfectants and disinfect every single fitting room. And like the amount of people who just sit there and like look in my face and are like, I can't believe you have to sanitize my fitting room. I can't believe you have to sanitize my clothes after I'm done trying them on. It's absolutely insane. And I'm like, do you just like, are you wanting to get it? Like, I don't understand. Just guys, someone help me. 30 hours a week with children. Good gosh. People say that they're Karens. Oh, the amount of Karens I have to deal with? Oh, absolutely. Do you want the corn cob? It's not fun to have the corn cob. Goodness gracious. Also, on a lighter note, guys, non-related to my work, there is a premiere of the next episode of Three-Way Versus that is happening tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is set, it is done, so I can promise you, like, that is going to be the time it is there. So you don't have to worry about it getting pushed back. It's not going to be a midnight premiere. It's not going to be anything crazy. 8 p.m. is when the premiere for Three-Way is going to be. I tweeted the link out, so if you guys want the link later, you guys are all set. I want my fitting room to be filthy. That is my right. What happened to good old American freedom? Oh yeah, apparently another chick came into my work as well when I wasn't there. My manager told me about this the other day. Two of them were in the front, and this lady comes in and walks up to the managers and are like, so is it required for me to have a mask in here? And our corporate said, like, no, you don't, it's not required, but we appreciate them if they do. So they basically said that, and we're like, yeah, you don't have to have it, but, you know, we would prefer that you do. And the lady turns to my managers and said, thank goodness, because I was hoping that a good, humble, and nice boutique like the one that you guys have is not going to invade on my constitutional and religious rights. And they both just stood there and like stared blankly at her like, uh-huh. And she just walked away. Like, how, like, what, exactly, what religious right? Explain to me. Like, I mean, I don't even like corn, let alone on the cob. As an atheist, mass offend me. I don't understand, guys. I really don't. Okay, are they still waiting on our food? They're still waiting on our food. They must be like really busy at that restaurant, which is also kind of concerning. Because we ordered food, not Chili's, unfortunately. In case you guys didn't see, TJ actually did a showdown battle with the official Chili's account, like the restaurant. You know, the one that's welcome to Chili's, that Vine. So he won the showdown fight. And now the entire company of Chili's asked for our mailing address and our shirt sizes. And Chili's is going to be sending us a personalized box with some kind of Chili's merchandise, etc. And they said, if you open this on stream, we will tune in and watch you. And TJ was like, yo, bet. And he's like, you know what? I'll do you one better. I'll eat Chili's while I do it too. And Vale with the 50! What? I was a warehouse manager for a clothing company, and I was making a delivery and restocking the store, and I had a customer come up to the truck and try to barter with me because she wanted a lower price because she was cutting out the middleman. First of all, thank you so much for the 50. That is insane. Can we get some hearts and some love in the chat for Vale? Thank you so incredibly much. But second of all, they did that? Like, on God, no cap. They did that? That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. But thank you so incredibly much for the 50, friend. That is absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. Like, I feel bad because my work schedule has literally scheduled me like in the perfect time to where it basically is right in the middle of when I usually stream. So I've had to do a lot of like late night streams. I've had to do a lot of like bouncing over to Twitch and then coming back over here. Like, I was planning on streaming the egg lock today. Can't, was gonna stream the egg lock tomorrow, and they changed my switch. Or not my switch, my shift. So I feel really bad because like obviously I want to get content out to you guys as consistently as possible, and I just feel bad that like my schedule just is not being kind to me in the slightest. So I'm hoping that, you know, things calm down. Like literally Sunday I'll probably be able to stream for sure, but Monday and Tuesday, unless I do morning stream and the hardcore Nuzlocke on Twitch, like I'm not getting home till 9 o'clock at night both nights. So I feel bad, but it's Ian's birthday. Guys, can we get some birthday snoms in the chat? Can we get some birthday snoms in the chat for Ian? Happy birthday! That's so exciting! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from all of us to you. We're glad that it's your birthday so we can party too. Hey! And yes, this is a Pokemon remix. It is Pokemon Gold and Silver Ice Path remix done by the one and only Glitch X City. Ah, the food is here. TJ. Is TJ lurking? Because food is being delivered to the house and our front door right now. Immediately. That's so exciting. I can't believe we hit 5K, guys. I was not aware that we hit 5K today, too. Today is an insane day. Glitch is talented. Glitch is absolutely insanely talented. Speaking of Glitch also, I'm actually getting a customized intro done. So I'm really excited. It's done by, let me find her name. Kim. She actually just sent me an update on it, which is very convenient timing. But Kim does a lot of animations for Vinny and Dobbs. It's very like storyboard animation. It's really, really, really cool. So they're gonna do an intro animation. So I have stuff to put at like the beginning of videos, and it's gonna have our Foxy on. Yeah, TJ, I was just calling you. I had you muted. It just got delivered. I was trying to say, TJ, if you're here, the food just got delivered. So yeah, it should be at the front door. But how that applies to Glitch X City is I used a glitch song for it. So, let me actually find it for you guys. So it's the conveniently, Gen 5 is like literally my least favorite gen aside from Kanto. And the intro song conveniently ended up being a Gen 5 song. But it's the song I used is the Pokemon Black and White 2 Route 19 remix, which is what she actually released last week. So it's only going to be like 20 seconds long. So granted, it's not like it's going to be like some super long thing, but like, it's just such a cute sounding song. Like, I feel like it fits the channel really well. Here. You know what I mean? Like, this just fits the vibe of the channel. It's just so cute. Like, it's just so cute. So, I'm really excited. Like, say what you want about Gen... No, the music is great. Gen 5, just as a game, never stuck with me. Like, I want nothing more than to be able to say I love Gen 5. Like, it's not that I am just like, I hate Gen 5, that's it. Like, I want to like it so much. It just doesn't resonate with me as much as I want it to. The story, though, like, yeah. But also at the same time, like, Gen 5 is one of the best. What do you mean? Okay, so part of it is the dex. like Gen 5 to me has one of the least memorable sets of starters. So hello. Starter wise, it just doesn't resonate with me very well either. So it was hard for me. Like Gen 4, I loved every single one of the starters. So I'm not working on this project anymore. So let's just cancel my commission in the chat. Like Snivy's 100% my favorite from that one. Bianca, I really didn't like Bianca. Like Sharon was okay. I really hated the elemental monkeys. Like there's parts of Gen 5 that I really like, but there's just so much that I didn't. Like the story itself, great. The music for Gen 5, great. When do we want the art done by Les? TJ just said whenever. He's really not that picky. He just walked in here. Have you heard of Pokemon Ranger? I have played all of them. They're great. We actually have a ukulele Pikachu, Pichu emote in the Discord server that Amber made. So yeah, Les, we basically just finished the series. So everything that's just kind of gonna be chilling, we bulk recorded all the way until the end. The perfect place to discuss commission, a YouTube live stream chat. You know what? Sometimes it's just, you get more direct answers that way. So, awesome sketching it right now. Hit you up once I find something I like. Valid. Fair. So yeah, none of us are really in a hurry because, you know, like I said, we just, you know, got everything to a point where it's done. So it's always nice to have a little bit of a breather. So like, I wouldn't rush yourself. Like, find stuff that you like, find stuff that, you know, you feel confident in and you like it, and just kind of roll with it. I will also send you references for that thing and stuff and thing I sent you. Today's just been a roller coaster of a day. So I will get you those things that I told you about tonight. If you're catching my drift. Lit. Cool. What is your favorite Pokemon? What are your opinions on Crocodile and Grimmsnarl? My favorite Pokemon is Flareon. I also really like Lopunny, Weavile, Milotic. Crocodile, like, I typically don't run it very often. I mean, granted, I just don't run into it very often. But I think it's a dope mon. Like, it's definitely a powerhouse. Grimmsnarl is kind of unsettling to look at visually. But I mean, that's kind of the whole point of it, is it's supposed to be like this troll thing. So I mean, I get it. So I typically only ran one fairy when I did Sword and Shield, and it ended up being like Hatterene, Hatchram, like that line. So I didn't really get a chance to use Grimmsnarl enough to be like, this is my big opinion on it after using it, but I think it's dope. I'd be down to use it. So what was your favorite Elite Four champion, and why is it Cynthia? Always Cynthia, never not Cynthia. Awkward moment you haven't played Gen 4, please, I'm begging. Gen 4 is so good. XD Gale of Darkness, God tier. Coliseum, amazing. Is that my Gen 4 team that I'm replaying? I just wish it were easier to get friendship in Gen 4. Because it, like, the only time I've ever really been able to get happiness is like you make it hold the Soothe Bell. But I think the fastest I got it, even with it holding the Soothe Bell, is like when you finally get to like the Scale type gym area. So I played Coliseum but not XD. That's what a lot of people say. Personally, I think XD is better than Coliseum just because like it's easier to follow. The under is what makes Coliseum so good. Like, I'm so sad they took that out of XD Gale of Darkness. But personally, XD just resonates with me more. Coliseum's just hard. Like, that's why when Dylan did his Nuzlocke of it, I literally was like, dude, do you realize what you're in for with this Nuzlocke? Because it was a blind playthrough. And he was like, I'm gonna Nuzlocke this. And I was like, dude, are you aware of how hard these games are? Like when I nuzlocked XD Gale of Darkness for my sleep lock, I had to give each Mon 3 lives. And even then, we lost so many Mons. Like, it's insane. Truly wild. Dude, your under art that you did for Dylan was so good. Dylan only nuzlocked it because I accidentally put it in the log. That's so funny. I would love for Flareon to have a mega. I think if every single evolution got a mega, that'd be so cool. Or like, even if it were Eevee, that could mega evolve and you got the option of which like mega it went to each time. Kind of like Insurgents, where you get the Eevee and it has the Mega Stone, but instead of just choosing what like evolution you want, it's a mega of that evolution. And then it just resets back to Eevee after the fight's over. Imagine that. What are you eating? It is my dinner. You can kind of see it. Oh dear. So it's like cheesy chicken that's covered in peppers and onion. So it's like a chicken breast. And then fries. So I put a pic in the pets part of the diction of Nirvana, the golden retriever. Ah! I must look. But in other news, we did get approved for our house. So we're gonna be moving very, very soon. Oh wait, is it in the Celestial one? Ah, it is in the Celestial one. Oh, baby. Oh, she's so cute. That'd be so wholesome. But yeah, we got approved for our new house. So we're moving August 8th, I believe is our moving date. And it's really close. So like, we're debating if we even have to get a rental truck because of how close it is, or if it's just worth it to carry it where it needs to go. So I kid you not, it's literally just down the street. It just has an extra bedroom. So then that way Tobin actually has, you know, he doesn't have to live in the dining room. Like, I know it's become a meme that Tobin lives in a dining room, but you know, we did promise him a real room. So my team on Gen 4 is Rapidash, Lopunny, Empoleon, Staraptor, Lucario, and Drapion. That's good. That's a very solid team. Nah, you're good, Corey. Don't worry. I want to see it. Unfortunately, I can't do it without giving out personal information. What chat in the Discord are you mostly in? I hang out in the regular one a decent bit. I lurk a lot. That's the thing. Like, if there's something I feel like I can contribute to, like, I'll chat on it. But a lot of times when people are just like, you know, talking about something very specific, I'm always like, I don't really feel like I can contribute to this conversation. So I'll like watch it go on. Like, the mods will tell you, I'm always on Discord. I'm always watching the things that are being said. And I just kind of pop in. Do you think you might do a new playthrough of the new Ooblets? I don't even know what that is. I've literally never heard of that in my life. So, probably not, considering I don't know what it is, but I'm down to learn more information on it. She's always watching. We love it. Crocodile line or Feraligatr line as a whole? Probably Feraligatr, honestly. Mother Floof misses nothing. Valid, very valid. But thank you for the 2. It's a new game like Pokemon and Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Explain? I'm intrigued. I've heard nothing about it. I'd only spam Twitter links and I feel like that's not the point. Valid. Very valid. I mean, you're in the crown a decent bit, which is, you know, fun, because that's just kind of where we all hang. Crocodile, totally not biased. Correct answer, obviously. Thank you for the 2. I just chugged my coffee and now I'm shaky. Yo. So I went to Starbucks, right? And I got an iced Americano because I needed like a ton of caffeine. And that's typically my go-to if I just like need like just gas to go. And typically when you say you want like flavor pumps of stuff, they split it 3 and 3 because like when they add a flavor to any drink, you have 6 pumps of syrup total. So when I say I want mocha and vanilla, they typically split it 3 pumps mocha, 3 pumps vanilla, which makes it good and fair and balanced. Today they put 6 pumps of each, and let me tell you, this is the sweetest coffee I have ever drank in my entire life. Like, it's just basically drinking, okay, you know how when you drink a hot chocolate, there's typically that like gritty chocolateness at the very end and it always hits you and then you're like, because it's so chocolatey. That's what this entire drink is because there's so much chocolate in it. It's basically pure sugar, literally. So that's why I've only drank this much of it because that's all I can handle. They made a horchata today. Yo, horchata's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, Alyssa, that's so sad. I don't like chocolate, but I get what you mean. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much. Doesn't drink coffee, gang. Coffee's just so good. I wish they had the coffee place that like I used to work at near me, but the closest one is literally 2 hours away. And that makes me sad because I miss it so much. It's this girl who works at Target, Starbucks, and gives out the recipes. Ah, we love her. What's your favorite type of chocolate? Milk chocolate. For sure. Dunkin' Donuts is my favorite. I feel like Dunkin' is hit or miss because in Boston, they were super good. But we came here and it was just really like watered down and did not taste the same at all. So I feel like Dunkin' depends on where you go and who's working because it's always entirely different every time I get it. So, Worm, I love you. Thank you so much. Have good sleeps. It's okay. You do not have to apologize. Thank you so much. Also, guys, thank you so much for the 55 likes. I literally did not even look at how many people we had on the stream or how many likes we had, but thank you guys so much for all the love. I was not expecting 40 people to be in here while we just chill. What kind of promotion? Basically, at our store, it's like normal worker, person that's technically a manager without being an assistant manager, and then assistant manager. And I have this kind of like middle position that basically allows me to be a manager but not work 40 hours a week. So that's the one I have. Also, to be an assistant manager, you have to have like a full-on degree, and that is not what I have, let me just tell you. What do I draw? Please help. You should draw Baneri. Baneri is good bean. But yeah, hopefully you guys had fun with this stream. Like I said, we're kind of just chilling. As soon as TJ goes live with his game, we'll raid him just because I know you guys kind of want to hang with him. We did patch his game. So then that way, there was one trainer in one of the gyms that literally had no custom movesets at all. I literally don't even think it actually had an attacking move. So we patched it, and I'm kind of hoping that TJ's playing the patched version. I hope. So we'll see. But it should be fun. Should be a fun time. What's up, Linz? Congrats on the promotion. Thank you. We're vibing. Does TJ know that the move's been patched? Yes, he does. Because Mark gave him the file either last night or today. And he was like, yeah, I'll put the patch on later. There's like a pepper spot right here on my lip. Because it's technically not the next gym he's going to, it's the one afterwards. But I was like, just play the patched version. Trust me. Just play the patched version. Trust me. And he's like, well, why would I play the patched version now? Why wouldn't I just do it like right before that trainer that's, you know, been changed? And I was like, just trust me. So I don't know if anyone ended up convincing him, but I would place your bets on he's doing the unpatched. So his game's been patched. It has been patched. Please give Teach bloodshed and booty kick for me. We're gonna do our very best. You know, John, you are technically correct, but I don't want to be a psycho girlfriend, you know? That's what I don't want to be. Did TJ take my silverware? No, I do have silverware. Okay. I was like, how am I gonna cut this chicken? That's what my mind went to. But also, guys, I'm gonna give you this link now. I just swallowed wrong. This is going to be the link to the premiere for Three-Way. I guess. Okay, Twitter just gave me a weird notification. But this is going to be the link for the Three-Way versus. I have to find it. There we go. So obviously the premiere doesn't start until 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but this way at least you guys have it and you can have it at least pulled up so you don't have to worry about it later. That is the link for it. I promise you guys, when you see the intro moment, you will die. Like, it's gonna be so funny. Look, you want to draw Baneri as a cinnamon bun? Do it, please. Please do it. I am begging you. So most of the Georgia Scott is addicted to Smite now. I still don't even know what that is. I literally don't even know what that is. I tried to follow it last night and it makes no sense. Thank you so much for the congrats, Dino Master. I appreciate it. I've watched it and I'm lost. I don't know where it came from. Did the game like just come out? Because I don't know where everyone was just like, whoa, let's play Smite. Like, where did it go? It has, I don't even know what that means either. I'm so stupid when it comes to Smite, guys. Like, I literally have no idea what they're talking about. Oh, Adrian, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I've got no clue what Smite. Yeah, nope, not a clue. Not a clue at all. But Adrian, we are doing the Three-Way versus premiere later. You should definitely check it out. It'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, that's the abbreviation. Okay. Hi, Anthony. This music is such a vibe, guys. Also, apparently Patters did a tier list video today of rating PokeTubers' reaction to the like Nintendo Direct Presents stuff that happened like last month. And apparently we made the list somewhere. So if you need something to watch in the meantime before Three-Way starts as well, you might want to check out Patter's video because he talks about me and I've been told it's funny by one person. But I know we didn't get last, so that's cool. We love that. So we made the list. I would say Avatar. Yeah, the blue aliens. We love us some humble blue aliens, guys. Not last place. Exactly. So, like I said, tomorrow I'll try to be live earlier, but you can probably, unless I feel horrible, because like I said, I'm still fighting something off. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm fine? Question mark? Odie, thank you so much. So I'll try to be live when I get home with the hardcore Nuzlocke. It's gonna be really late, like probably past 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Ryan. And I might be live earlier, just kind of depending on my life. Favorite starter, not including Eevee. Well, does Eevee technically count as a starter? Don't get sick now. Yeah, I'm hoping not to. That's basically my goal. I'm just a person who gets like throat issues really easy, and that sounds weird, but like I'm a carrier for strep, so I basically just always get that stuff very easily. And I started noticing like the pre-symptoms of it, and so I'm just trying to like take care of myself right now so that way it doesn't progress. I mean, let's go, but like, does let's go really count? Like, I don't know. Anyways, so aside from Eevee, Honestly, I love Scorbunny. Scorbunny is my baby. How can you be a carrier for strep? That's what my doctor told me. I don't know. Ask a doctor. That's what they told me because I kept getting strep issues so many times. And they're like, yeah, you're literally just a carrier for strep. Like, you just get it so easy. Pat's reaction to your thumbnail is really funny. Oh, God. I need to check it out then. Guys, thank you so much. That's so funny. I need to watch it. Gosh dang it. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it really fast. Here's Patters. Okay. Let me turn this off. Let's see if we can find it incredibly fast. Display capture. Ad source. Around the 7-minute mark, you are an angel. Oh, that's not what you guys wanted to see. Whoop. That's not what you guys wanted to see. This one. Okay. All right. 7-minute marker. Ah, here we go. Let me shrink this a little bit. Okay, I'll scoot myself over here. All right.
I absolutely love what Linz is doing here, right here. We have, Linz just doesn't seem to care about what's going on at all. Linz is doing like backflips on her thumbnail. Just absolutely not even paying attention to the Pokemon present. She's not even looking at it. She's looking at something like off in the distance. She doesn't seem to care about what's happening there at all. And the lack and the carefree attitude right there, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it may not be the best meta style, but it does show something different. Very interesting from a viewer perspective to look at that thumbnail and be like, Linz, what are you doing? Just kind of like doing backflips and stuff like that. So I would rate this quite highly, actually. I'm going to put this in the world class because it does something different. I just absolutely love the carefree attitude that she has going on there. Next up, we have Callum, who is
Oh my God. So we're doing backflips. I'm just gonna tweet that. So we're doing backflips with no context. And everyone please respond to it. As soon as I end stream here, that is what I am going to tweet. Everyone please respond to that tweet. And just talk about backflips and how my backflips have changed your life. Please. Just like the Chili's thing. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be me changing your life through backflips, okay? Is that what we're gonna do? That's how it's gonna go. Exclamation point Twitter if you need my Twitter, but we're gonna rate TJ, guys. So here is the link. That's what's gonna happen. He's about to start. So here's the link. I love you guys, and I will see you guys over in his stream. Check Twitter because that's what we're gonna do. Just because we can. So here's the link. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Kind of short stream. I feel pretty bad, but